hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014. There's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New York Giants. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Ole Miss.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things broke down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he stopped immediately there. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To throw now, Dart. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt.
Formation for the Giants.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Ready?
Here is Young. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep is Gunnar Olszewski. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Dart. That's complete to Slayton. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, holding him for a short gain.
7 yards there and a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Looking to throw, Dart. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. Down the right sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Wan'Dale Robinson, 61 yards. And the Giants will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Or any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Gano now, following the touchdown here to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set.
He'll look to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Black, 95%.
On the run, it's Dowdle. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a first down.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Throwing, Dart. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Jamie Gillen now on to punt.
For the Giants.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken in at the 22. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 10 Black.
Now Young. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ready, ready. 45, wide, set.
Young to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
After incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Panthers' 44-yard line.
To the air, Dart. That ball caught by Slayton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On play action, here's Dart. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Gunnar Olszewski, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Cano now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Ready. 10 black. Set.
On the jet sweep, McMillan. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
A play fake. Now Young. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. New York set to take the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Throwing his dart. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his dart. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he fields it cleanly. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To the left side, he's got McMillan. So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Ready.
They run here with Dowdle. And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Brought down by DJ Wadham.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front, because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Derek Brown. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. On to punt, Jamie Gillen.
For the Giants.
And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Ready up.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Young. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Here's 2nd and 3.
26-yard line.
33, yellow.
Now Young. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Carolina.
To throw, Young. He'll find McMillan here. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
At the 35-yard line.
Off the play fake, Young. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The coverage by Bobby O'Carroll.
Let's go.
A running play, it's Dowdle. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Now here's Young. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the left side, it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for. It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Ready?
Throwing, Young. That is caught. McMillan with it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Young. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Again, it's Young. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Dowdle is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Right back to Tracy. And a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. So halftime now here on Sunday night prime time. Let's get it to Scott Hansen in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
50.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
The Panthers, 1st down. A gain of 7. 1st down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking to throw, Young. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Back at the 38-yard line.
They go play action. Young. Got a man. That's Leggett. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Now Young on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. Ready.
Young to throw it. There's Trimble, the tight end. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and a yard. Now a handoff looking right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. It's Young off play action. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here we go. Here we go. 45. Ready?
Young to throw on fourth. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. They go play action with Dart. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Play fake, and here's Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Third down, here's Tracy. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. And Brian Dable, with his background on offense, he's got a call ready, and they are going to go for it on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop at a yard shy. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
On play action, Young. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kayvon Thibodeau, his second sack of the night.
Let's go. 26, 38.
Throwing on second and long. Young. Got a man. That's Liggett. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play.
Ready?
Young off the play fake. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Here's Young. That one complete to again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1 quarter remains here on Sunday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because they're...
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Tracy going to get it on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They'll go again with Tracy. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
70 Lions.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Taken down at the 11-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. He's looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll hand it to Tracy. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So now Young and the Panthers down 14-6, 35 seconds to go. And the fourth down stop gives them a new lifeline, at least for the moment. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
Young to throw. Caught by Trumbull. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd.
Now a handoff running through the middle. Oh, but he can't get out of bounds. He'll have the first down, but he's brought down in play. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Set, hut. 52 foot.
Here's Young. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Kind of a strange ballgame, Charles. We did not have a single point by either team after half. Really a defensive clinic by both sides in half number 2.
Wasn't that just beautiful to watch? Come on, man. Come over to the dark side with me. Wasn't that fun to see these defenses holding sway, right? Making sure they're controlling the game in the second half. It lets you know that you've got to score points when you can. You never know when offenses might go a little bit dry, and you need those points from earlier.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From MetLife Stadium, good night, everybody.